Hey guys, it's Haley, Cosmetology 120 Lab, and today I'm going to start my video by getting together my little palette here. So, first one is cleanser. Mike, can you turn that down just a little bit? So first one I have is cleanser, and I'm just getting ready for my next client. So first one is cleanser. The second one is exfoliant. The third one is my massage, and it takes a little bit more too. And this one is my mask. So mask, eye cream, and moisturizer. So I've prepared my little palette: cleanser, exfoliator, massage, mask, eye cream, moisturizer. I also have my astringent and my toner. I've set out a stack of 4x4s, some iPads, fan brush for my mask. I have some more of my spatulas here. I have Q-tips for extractions, a couple sets of gloves, a couple of clean towels. So I have one for probably wiping my hands, and then I'm going to have one in my hot cabbie for after the exfoliation with steam. Then I have a bowl with distilled water. So first thing I'm going to do is meet with my client, greet them, escort them into our work area, and we were just going to determine their preferences and their needs to determine what they are. We want to assess the client's skin by performing a skin analysis to ensure that there's no inflamed, broken, infected, raised, or swollen skin in the area to be worked on. Make sure there's no open wounds or sores, to make sure nothing's infected or infested that would prevent us from safely performing the service. We would also assess the client's consultation form that they completed for any medications or products that they've used within the last 72 hours, and to discuss any known allergies, and consult with the client on any facial surgeries they've had in the last 3 months, or if they're under physician's care. See if they're prone to cold sores or fever blisters, and if the client has used exfoliating or lightening agents within the last 72 hours. And that is your alpha hydroxy acids and your beta hydroxy acids, such as salicylic acid, glycolic acids, etc. And then you would also discuss any facial injections that they've had within the last three weeks, such as Botox or hyaluronic fillers. If the client is free from all of the above, then we can go ahead and move forward with the procedure. So at this point, we would wash our hands. So I'm going to wet my hands with running water, applying liquid soap and lathering. So I'm going to rub the palms of my hands, the insides of my fingers, backs of my hands, backs of my fingers on both hands, in between the fingers, down each thumb, tips of the fingers, and the wrists. This lather would take approximately 20 to 30 seconds. We would rinse under warm running water and then dry with a clean paper towel or clean towel or disposable towel, and dispose of that in the trash. Then I would set up all of my tools if they weren't already ready. So I've already set up my tools here, and that part is ready to go. And then I would disinfect my bed for my client. So I'm going to put on gloves. We're pretending, but putting on gloves, and I'm going to clean and sanitize with wipe number 1. Allow that to sit for 2 minutes. I'm still wearing gloves, and we're disinfecting with our barbicide wipe number 2. Throwing that in the trash, removing our gloves, and then we're going to kind of set up our bed here. So we've disinfected the bed. We're checking all of our equipment to make sure that it's in proper working condition. Then we're going to gather the clean supplies needed for the facial service, turning on our hot cabbie, stocking it with towels, more depending on how the client likes it or how you like to do it. But anyway, going ahead and doing that. Then we're going to dispense our products needed for service, which I've already done. We did cleanser, exfoliant, massage, mask, eye cream, moisturizer, astringent, toner. Putting down your fitted sheet, and then you would also have a flat sheet that you would use to assist in draping the client, which client's here. And then we're going to use a rolled up towel under her head to keep her raised up just a little bit off the bed there. And then we're going to make sure her sheet is tucked in, blanket if she needs it, and place on the headband. Placing the headband. Make sure you keep the ear covered. Not like that. But you want to make sure you keep the ear covered during the service so that nothing gets inside there. Alright. So, I would then go ahead and wash my hands again. So, washing my hands, wetting them with warm running water, applying liquid soap, rubbing the palms of my hands, the insides of my fingers, backs of my hands, backs of my fingers on both hands, in between my fingers, tips of fingers on each hand, thumb on each hand, wrists on each hand, rinse with running water, dry with a paper towel, turn off the water with the paper towel, dispose of the paper towel. So hands are clean. Then I would sanitize my hands as well. And we're using hand sanitizer with 65% ethyl alcohol. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to apply makeup remover to 2 eye rounds. Place them onto the client's eyes. And then we're going to use a 4x4 to remove any lipstick. So I'm going to place my thumb and move 3 strokes in the corner of the mouth inside, and the same on the other side. Dispose of that. Then I'm going to take my eye ring. I'm going to move from the outside in, 3 strokes. Swipe underneath, 3 strokes, and a swipe underneath. Dispose of that. And we're swipe underneath. We're applying the cleanser to the hand. Let it go outward. I'm going to chin up the jawline into the corners of the mouth, to the temple and hold, into the corner of the nose, 3 small circles around, out the forehead, ring finger, around the eye. Same thing again to the chin, the jawline, into the corners of the mouth, 2, 3, to the temple, into the corner of the nose, 1, 2, 3, up and across the forehead, ring finger around the eye, to the temple and hold, jawline, corners of the mouth, temple, corners of the nose, across the forehead, ring finger around the eye. And hold. Alright, once that's done, we're going to go ahead and remove the product. So we're going to get 2 4x4s. Starting at the throat, following the contours of the face, working until all of the cleaning product has been removed. So. This time we're going to analyze the client's skin. So what we're going to do prior to that is we're going to use 2 eye rounds, cover up the client's eyes to protect them from the light of the magnifying lamp. And then I don't have a magnifying lamp or a woods lamp, so we're just going to use our lamp here. And we're going to hold it up so that we can analyze the client's skin. We're looking for skin abrasions, excessive sebum, flakiness, fine lines, wrinkles, freckles, etc. So just taking a minute to look at that. And then moving the lamp and removing the eye pads from the eyes. Disposing of those. Then we're going to cleanse the face 2 more times. One more time. Now we're going to exfoliate and steam. So struggling with this head wrap. Alright, so now we're going to exfoliate. So with the exfoliation cream, I'm going to dispense a pea-sized amount onto a spatula, apply it to my hand, and rub my hands together. Then we're going to apply it to the client's face. So we're going to start here, and we're just applying to the client's face. Doing this for 1 to 2 minutes here. So with this, to remove this, I'm going to use a steamer towel. So I just got this from my hot caddy. I'm going to test it on both wrists, test it to my client's shoulder. Feels good. And we're going to apply it, ensuring not to cover the nose. And then we're going to steam. We would do this for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to use this towel to remove the product from the client's face. Then we're going to dispose of this in our clean linens. Forgot to apply toner before we exfoliated. But now we're going to do our extraction. So I'm going to apply gloves. So we're pretending I have on gloves. And I have 2 Q-tips. And we're going to saturate them with astringent. And then we are going to extract this. Wiggling our things around, wiggle, wiggle. Popping the extraction out. And we're going to dispose of those in the trash and remove our gloves. This can take up to 5 to 7 minutes. You want to make sure that your client isn't uncomfortable, and you would dispose of all your single-use items in the trash. Then again, we're going to apply toner. So just misting that over the client. Allowing that to dry. Then we're going to massage. So we have our dime-sized massage product. Applying it to our hands. And then we're going to apply this in long strokes. To use our effleurage. We're going to go across the forehead 3 times. Left to right. going to apply our mask. So I have my mask in my palette. And so I'm going to go ahead and apply this onto the client's face using long strokes, starting with the décolleté. Going to go in my to be disinfected bucket, and the mask is going to stay in place for about 5 to 10 minutes. Once the mask has been on for 5 to 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and remove that. These towels and remove any products left on my hands here. And then we're going to apply toner. Allowing that to mist over the client's face. then we are going to apply our eye cream. And we are just patting this around the eye and over the eyebrows. And then we are going to apply our moisturizer. This is moisturizer that includes SPF. So applying that to the shoulders, to the neck, to the jawline. Tissue. Remove any excess. Hood wrap, sit the client up. All of our single-use items are going to be discarded, and implements placed in a closed container labeled to be disinfected, which would include my palette. Go ahead and get rid of our linens here. We would discuss maintenance with the client and aftercare, getting rid of all of our used towels in a closed linen container until laundered. Then we're going to identify our cleaning agent, which is going to be our Barbasol. And for that, we will need our gloves. So we're going to put on our gloves, and we're going to sanitize our workstation. So, Barbicide wipe number 1. We are cleaning and sanitizing our area. Allowing that to sit for 2 minutes. Barbicide wipe number 2. This is actual disinfection of the area. And we're going to allow that to sit for 2 minutes as well. We're going to go ahead and remove our gloves. Throw them away. And at the same time we're disinfecting our station, we're going to disinfect any electrical equipment that we use, such as steamers or whatnot, following the manufacturer's instructions and those things. And then we are going to wash our hands. So again, wetting the hands with running water, applying liquid soap, and lathering the hands. So lathering inside the palms of the hands, insides of the fingers, backs of the hands, backs of the fingers, down each thumb, in between the fingers, tips of the fingers, around the wrists, rinsing in running water, and then drying with a disposable towel, turning the water off and disposing of the towel. Then we're going to sanitize our hands, and we're using, this is 65% ethyl alcohol, and it has to be between 62 and 70% ethyl alcohol. And that's it.